What has been Miami's biggest problem when it comes to recruiting cornerbacks? Alabama. I mean, like, there's okay. I mean, that's a little trite, but it's really just getting them on campus and keeping them around because we've had guys leave. You know, if you look at the Williams kid, Christian Williams, who flipped from Alabama, he left. And then I mean, just SEC teams in general. I don't think that Mike Rumph was great as a recruiter. I think that his track record in recruiting showed that. And you miss on all the kids from American Heritage that he coached when he was the head coach, and all of them got drafted. That would be Tyson Campbell. That would be Pat Surtain. That would be Tarvarus McFadden. That would be the Wilson brothers, Quincy and not Chad. Chad's the dad. Quincy and the shoe thrower.
Marco.
There we go. All those dudes went to Heritage. You get 0 of them. You miss out on other guys as well. And I mean, yeah, I'm loath usually to call out an individual, but in addition to the changing circumstances in individual recruitments, I think a big problem was Mike Rumph. And I heard from a couple of people, oh, he's a dog on the trail, and Rick is holding him back, and and I was really excited when Rick decided to retire gracefully, and I was like, okay, we're going to see this dog recruiter that I've heard from multiple people associated in the recruiting world, from other coaches, from other bloggers and analysts and writers and things like that, and it just was not true. So I would say, yeah, it would be Mike Rumph for one, and then just that's the general. But on top of that, there's so many different individual recruitments that went sideways for different ways. So I'm not going to put it all on him, but I think that his ability to recruit or not was a big portion of that. And then, yeah, just all these other teams coming in and, hey, 3-round, or you can be here for 3 years in the first-round draft pick. And a lot of times when guys went elsewhere, that ended up being true. So that recent track record of success played against Miami as well.
So when a question comes to you, like was posed earlier about the recruitment of Singletary, who's committed elsewhere, and you immediately say, no, shut down, it's not happening. Mm-hmm. Where are you getting that from? You don't know the young man personally.
I don't, but just like, I don't see that happening. I mean, it's where he's committed. It's when he committed. It's how he committed. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain places where you can be like, Jaron Williams, for example, right? When he was committed to Kentucky, 4-star quarterback, he ended up starting, the 2019 season. Jaron Williams.
Yeah. I thought you said Jared at first, but go ahead. Yes, I'm with you.
When he was committed to Kentucky, there was not a thought in my mind that if we pressed the gas pedal on him, if we really pushed, we couldn't get him, right? And maybe that's hubris, but there's a clear strategy, difference between where Miami as a program is and where Kentucky as a program is. I know people are going to say, hey, Cam, they've had these winning seasons. They've done da-da-da-da-da. You are true. But if you're talking about the brand of college football, if you're talking about the brand of the program, the name brand and anything, Kentucky basketball, oh, yeah. Kentucky football compared to Miami football, miss me with that. So that was a thing where, okay, he committed early and but like I never once considered the fact that he would shut us down because of the strength of the commitment to the program to which he was committed. You commit to O State, though. You got to be in rarefied air if you're going up there and you're flipping a kid from there. Sorry. That sneeze, but it didn't come. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, with that, and then seeing also the track record of success since Urban went there of kids from Florida going there, right? And also the track record of success of defensive backs from there going into the league and things like that. You pair all of that together, that's a tough sell. And on top of that, Miami wasn't even ever mentioned with Singletary. So not only are you talking about flipping him, you're basically talking about from now until early signing, which is, so you're talking 7 months, almost to the day, from scratch for the number 2 corner in this class. And we know that recruiting high-level athletes, that's a 2 and 3 and 4 year process. Look at Avante Williams. When he committed here over Florida, he said the history of the connection between him and the staff here, Ephraim Banda, from when he was a freshman and Lorenzo Lingard was a junior, because then they're cousins and everything. But that's when, as an 8th grader, because it was Lingard's sophomore year, Williams's 8th grade year, that's when Miami started recruiting those guys. So it's a multiple year thing. So you're basically saying this thing to recruit top level talent, which everyone in the industry, every coach, every recruiting writer, every analyst will say takes multiple years for the super elite guys. You're going to name a super elite guy and say, we're going to go from 0 to flipped from one of the DB factories currently in college football, one of the places where Floridians of a high caliber go and succeed. We're going to supersede all of that from 0 to Miami in 7 months? No. But I would love it if they prove me wrong.
I'm just impressed that he processed all that in the matter of about 4 seconds to come up with that answer, because it all makes sense. Yeah. It all makes sense.
But like this is, yeah, I mean, it wasn't the first time I've thought of something like that, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into that, but yeah, that's kind of the computer calculation in the head. If you're like, oh, you know, a billion calculations per second, it's like all of those kind of like, yeah, no. Again, and not to be understated or anything, but the fact that like Miami was never linked with him really in this recruiting process, what are we talking about then?